Okay, so imagine like you're scrolling through your feed, right, and you see this video.
Uh-huh.
It's totally shocking.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like maybe some huge political figure
Right.
saying or doing something just wild.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And everyone's freaking out about it, right?
Right. Hmm.
But what if I told you that the video was totally fake?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like literally made up by AI.
Mm.
That's what we're talking about today. Deep fakes and the future of truth and all that.
Yeah, yeah, this is like some real next level stuff, right?
I know you've been doing a ton of research on this. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's fascinating and scary all at the same time.
yeah, yeah. So the stuff you sent me for this deep dive is kind of blowing my mind.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
One of the sources talks about this deep fake that like fooled a whole country. I mean,
Oh, yeah, that one.
it's crazy, right?
Yeah, that was a wild one.
This video pops up online, right?
Yeah.
And it seems to show this political leader saying something super controversial,
Right.
like the kind of thing that would totally rock the boat.
Hmm.
And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, yeah, it was chaos.
Markets crashed, protests broke out, the whole 9 yards,
Totally. And it was all fake.
all because of this one video.
One fake video. And the thing is, like, no one even questioned it at first.
Right.
It just spread so fast.
Yeah. It's terrifying how quickly this stuff can go viral.
It's like that instinct to believe what we see, right?
Right, exactly.
Especially when it comes to video.
Yeah. So how do they even make these things?
So deepfakes, they use this thing called deep learning.
Deep learning. Okay.
Yeah, have you heard of that before?
Like facial recognition and stuff.
Exactly, yeah. It's all powered by AI.
Okay.
But deepfakes take it a step further. They use these things called GANs.
Dance.
Generative adversarial networks.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. That sounds kind of intimidating.
Yeah, it is a little bit, but basically you have these two AI algorithms, right?
Okay.
And they're like pitted against each other.
Hmm.
One is trying to create a fake, the other is trying to detect it.
So they're like battling it out?
Yeah, exactly. And through that battle, they both get really good at their jobs.
So the fakes get more and more realistic?
Exactly.
And the detectors get better at spotting them?
Yeah, it's like an arms race.
Wow.
But the thing is, the fakers, they seem to be winning right now.
So what does that mean for us, like,
Well,
in the real world?
it's a good question. And to be honest, the sources paint a pretty bleak picture.
Yeah, they don't sugarcoat it.
No, not at all. I mean, think about elections, right?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine a deep fake video popping up just days before a big vote,
Uh-huh.
showing a candidate saying something totally offensive or admitting to a crime.
Oh, man.
And it looks completely real.
People would lose their minds.
They totally would. And in today's world where everyone gets their news from like social media,
Right.
it could easily swing the election.
That's scary.
It is. And it's not just elections.
Right. The sources talk about propaganda, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Authoritarian regimes could use this stuff to like discredit their opponents.
Make up evidence.
Exactly. Or even stage incidents to justify like military action.
It's like straight out of a spy movie.
I know, right? But it's real.
So is there any hope?
I mean, are we just doomed to live in a world where we can't trust anything we see?
Well, it's a challenge, for sure, but it's not all doom and gloom.
Okay, go.
There are people working on solutions.
Like what?
Well, on the tech side, researchers are developing these really sophisticated detection tools that can analyze videos for like tiny inconsistencies.
Okay.
Things like unnatural blinking patterns or lighting discrepancies or even like distortions in the audio.
So it's like using technology to fight back against the very problem it created.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of poetic.
It is, but technology alone isn't enough.
Right.
We also need to be more critical as individuals,
What do you mean?
Like question everything you see online, especially if it confirms your biases
Or
or if it makes you really emotional.
like if it makes you angry or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like think about the source. Look for corroborating evidence and don't be afraid to be skeptical.
So basically, don't just believe everything you see.
Exactly.
That's good advice.
Especially in this day and age.
So the takeaway here is like,
Yeah.
we're living in this new age of synthetic media, right?
Yeah.
Where seeing is no longer believing.
Right.
So we all need to be more informed and more careful about the information we consume.
Absolutely.
Don't just passively absorb what you see online.
Yeah.
Question it, challenge it, do your own research.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, there you have it, folks. The future of truth in a world of deepfakes.
It's a wild ride.
It sure is. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.